You want to see Cyno? Well, firstly, a word of caution. If he ever comes chasing you down for work-related reasons, prepare for the nightmare of a lifetime. Other than that, General Mahamatra is a high-ranking position, so it usually isn't easy to find him. But he does occasionally go to Gandharvaville to see Collei. As much as he might want to stay unnoticed, he can't fool my ears.
Cyno's jokes are composed using modern words and language patterns, but I still struggle to decipher any hidden meaning from his grammar and prose. Huh? It's all just literal meanings and homophones? Really? Then those jokes don't have any substance at all.
His jokes are like buried treasure, gems hidden beneath the surface. They're a lot of fun. Well, which part didn't you get? Okay, I can explain it for you.
The General Mahamatra? Doesn't suffer fools gladly, and certainly doesn't beat around the bush. Having seen the way he works, he gets a thumbs up from me.
I don't really like interacting with people from the academia because they don't view the arts too kindly. I often wonder what they do when they're bored. Huh? Cyno plays Genius Invocation TCG? I can't believe it. Not every General Mahamatra would take such a clear-cut and decisive stance when faced with a conflict between order and justice. He must know only too well that compromise is a path that leads to a dead end. So it's extremely fortunate for all of Sumeru that he's now been able to return to his rightful post. The General Mahamatra is really good at Genius Invocation TCG? Oh, I wonder if... if I ever got the chance, maybe I could play a game with him. Card games like Genius Invocation TCG are always easier when you're good at mental math, so actually, I don't know, but I might not necessarily lose to him.
In the past, it was rare to see the Academia's General Mahamatra on this side of the wall of Samio, but recently he has been showing up here all the time. I believe that the Eremites have some truly terrifying stories to tell about him.
Cyno can come across as cold and ruthless, but he's actually a very big-hearted guy. I still remember how shocked I was when Tighnari said he was going to introduce me to his best friend, and then a couple of seconds later, an incredibly intimidating Matra comes walking through the door. I honestly never expected to meet a Matra who's so comfortable hanging out with scholars. Gotta say though, I can't stand his sense of humor. It really makes my skin crawl. If he ever invites you to a meal at Tighnari's place, make sure someone's bringing beer, because no one should have to endure Cyno's humor while sober.
The hive mind case certainly added to the Matra's workload, but my conscience is clear. The root cause of what ultimately transpired actually has nothing to do with me at all. I'm sure Cyno appreciates that, as he hasn't once approached me about the incident.
I'd rather not talk about him if that's okay. Oh, no, the General Mahamatra isn't a bad guy or anything. Matter of fact, I have him to thank for bringing me back from Mondstadt to Sumeru and finding me a safe place to stay. It's just that, whenever I'm reminded of the sealing process just before leaving Mondstadt, back of my neck starts hurting again.
You could say I know him. After all, I was the only merchant in all Sumeru who could acquire the full range of Genius Invocation TCG merch for him. And not bad, huh? I've gotta admit, it's pretty rare to see anyone from the academia like him. Independent and with a good head on his shoulders. Plus, he's never been one to haggle over prices.
I've barely kept in touch with anyone from the academia since leaving Sumeru, except for the occasional letters to my teachers out of basic courtesy. Fortunately, not every promising student turned out as lazy as I am. I heard that one of my juniors, Cyno, now leads quite the action-packed life.